Hello YouTubers, this is the Razor 1031 again with an improved Altoids kit. I didn't get any responses or anything, so I decided to check out the YouTube community and came up with a few extra ideas of my own. So, let's get straight to the kit. It's actually two miniature kits in one. As you see, I have a first aid kit. It's got alcohol pads, polysporin gel, Band-Aids. It's got a few aspirin, a few non-aspirin Band-Aids. It even has super glue for deep cuts. Has the Pepto-Bismol tablets, the Imodium AD tablets for diarrhea, which you definitely don't want to get out in the wild. Attached to it is a brand new Bic lighter, never used, not even taken the safety off of it yet. And of course, you know, the Old Faithful trash bag. But that is the first aid kit with a lighter and trash bag. Getting to the Altoids kit itself, as you see, it's wrapped in 550 power cord, and I put about 12 feet on here. It's not a whole lot, but it is quite a bit. It'll actually help you set up, you know, shelter or something like that using the trash bag. So we're getting straight into the kit, taking the cord off. Once the cord is off, as you see, all the way around is electrical tape to keep the kit completely waterproof. I did leave a small section here for a tab, for a pull tab, to make the tape easier to remove. There's probably about 18 inches to 24 inches of black tape. So we'll lay that to the side. And then getting to the kit itself. You open the kit up, and like I said, I have this thing packed full of stuff. There's a razor blade, a striker, 2 standard needles, and 1 heavy-duty needle. Now, getting into the pack deeper, you see I've taken the paper off of a matchbook to make it more compact and basically easier to put into the kit. I have 2 Q-tips. I have 2 packs of salt. I have a P38 can opener. Have a push pin or thumbtack for use in many things, taking out a splinter. You can make a alcohol stove using 2 cans, which today's society, if you look around, you know as well as I do that there's tons and tons of trash out there, so making a little alcohol stove out of 2 Coke cans is no problem anymore. We have about, I'd say probably 4 or 5 foot of snare wire. Have about 10 foot of small cordage, again used with shelter. Again, I have been watching a lot of the YouTube videos, and I still love this little thing. It is, you know, one of the most unique tools, and actually one of the best videos I've seen in a while on here. They've taken a hacksaw blade, as you see the hacksaw, and taken it and formed it into a knife on the back side of the hacksaw blade. So you have both the hacksaw to cut like wood or something like that, and you also have the sharpening blade to cut other things, such as, you know, your cordage or what have you. Have a button compass. Have about, I'm guessing, between 30 to 40 yards of high or 100% nylon thread. And the nylon thread has approximately about a 15-pound brake tensile strength, so it can be used both for making repairs to your tent, to your clothing, what have you. It can also be used for stitches using, you know, one of your pins. It can also be used as fishing line, since it does have such a strong brake, tensile brake strength on it. Have a pretty bright little light. We've all seen these on the internet. They're pretty bright. Have water purification tablets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 water purification tablets. Here I have 2 cotton balls wrapped up real tightly. They've been dipped in Vaseline and wrapped up real tight in tinfoil. for fire starting. Have a small fishing kit. It contains about 5 or 6 hooks of different sizes. You can, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a couple of different size hooks in there. Also a few weights and a couple of the little eyelets that I use to make a fishing rod with. A couple of safety pins, small ones. We have a Fresnel mirror, reflective magnifying mirror. We have, well, if I can get it out, like I said, this stuff is really tight sometimes to fit in here. About 3 foot of duct tape, between 3 to 4 foot of duct tape. You can't go wrong with duct tape. No ifs, ands, or buts. Got a couple of pieces of notebook paper. Have a small plastic signaling mirror, which you can, use to signal aircraft with or what have you. Have a cut-off pin, which, it does work pretty well. As you can see, it does actually write. People are like, does it actually write? Yes, it does. Here, of course, I have some standard ties. Just, probably 10 or 15 of them. Have a couple of large safety pins. Have about 2 square foot of aluminum foil folded up really tight. Have a Ziploc baggie to gather water in. It can be used, to store all your stuff or to gather water in. And last but not least, have a ferrocene rod to help start strikes with this. It actually works. I'm not going to do it because I'm actually on my bed and I don't want to put a hole in my bed sheet. Like I did last time. If you saw my last video, I put a hole in my coffee or my towel whenever I had it on the table. Now the tin, you can actually take it loose from the lid and use it for boiling water, even cooking small items like slugs, snails, what have you, if you need to eat something that disgusting. And yes, me being ex-military, I actually have done that. So it's not fun, but it helps keep you alive. And that basically is my whole kit. I mean, a friend of mine is doing the videoing. Thank you very much for doing that. And
you're welcome, John.
I do appreciate it. And again, this is the Razor 1031, and thank you much for watching.